Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you guys today on the Lightning Talk. My name is Craig Brower, and I'm going to speak to you today about creating an analytical environment, fly-through environment on the fly. I mentioned earlier, my name is Craig Brower. I am filling in for Isaac Zaworski. He was originally on your agenda and planned to be here, but he decided to go run a 200-mile race instead, so he'll be here tomorrow. But I'll walk you through this. So again, I'm Craig Brower with VRICON. And what I want to talk to you about today is a way to create and convey messages to users, to warfighters, to policymakers in a way where they can actually see into the scene, where they can take multiple sources of data, both imagery and all kinds of sources, bring it all together in one central way, and then convey that message in an order and in a visual way that they could not be done before, especially on the scale that we're able to do today. Two, we can also geocorrelate everything, pull it all together so you can see everything in one environment. And you'll hear me use the term, and you can follow us on social media this week on Tilt the Map, which is our other way to kind of talk about what we're able to do. So what you're going to see now is a quick video. This was produced in conjunction with a company called All Source Analytics. And this is an open source analytical report on an event that took place back in January. And so what you're seeing here is a traditional 2D image, 2D PowerPoint chart, but we've now taken that and put it into a 3D space, and now we can actually give you the rest of that story. So here you see, a traditional 2D map. Now we can overlay that, geo-reference that, and then the analyst very quickly can actually convey the message and show folks what's available and what it looks like. Here in a second, you're going to see another chart that's going to come up, a more traditional 2D map as well. And in this particular briefing chart, you'll see that it looks very flat. So if you were the person receiving this briefing, to you, the topography looks very flat, and you can see the areas. What we've done now is actually overlay that, show you the full topography of what that area looks like, show you where those entrances are. Here in a moment, we'll zoom down closer and give you an even better perspective of where it is. And then we're going to zoom back out. There was a couple of different reports in this particular article, one from USGS, one from South Korea, that talked about two different epicenters. We were able to now show you where both of those are, how they relate to each other, the fact that this is 735 meters below the surface of the Earth, and then again, allow those decision makers more information, more quality, fused data into one quick package in order to show and let them convey the message they need to convey. And there we go. So how did we do that? And kind of the point of this lightning talk is this is something now that can be done very quickly. In this particular case, once we had that analytic report and the findings, we were not the analyst. We relied on All Source for that. We put this piece together in less than 2 hours. So if you had to brief someone quickly, you could have this, take it with you and brief them interactively, or you could create a video like we did here. Again, we're able to fuse all of this information together, able to tell a story in a much better way. And then the data and everything is all geocorrelated so that you can see exactly where you are. So by doing this and by bringing in visualization service now at larger scales, so instead of typically you've had visualization at maybe a building scale, maybe if you had a lot of money you did a city scale, now we're talking countries, regions, and eventually the entire world. So to kind of wrap things up, I'll have another quick video that's actually going to run through. I'm going to talk briefly about this one, but this is one we did with the Institute for the Study of War. Again, taking a public, unclassified briefing that they posted online. We took that in, we overlaid that over to the rich 3D data and basically retold that story in a different perspective to give you a different view and a different understanding of what can be done. And again, back to this 2D world. So we can now move out of the 2D environment for most of our analysts, put them in a 3D world. All of our kids are obviously in a 3D world with Xbox and their gaming systems at home. We can now bring that into the workplace, into the analytic workplace, so that they can work, live, and breathe in a 3D environment. And in this case, you'll see it'll run through, and here taking the different annotations. In this particular case, you've got I think it's a mosque in this image. So now what does it look like around it? How do we let the user see everything around it, see that environment, and have a much better understanding and a much better way to convey a message in a format and a media that is understandable by all. So a couple things I'll leave you with, because I need to at least throw a plug in there for my company, but you can follow us through the different social medias. If you're old school like me and do Facebook, you can go like us there. Otherwise, you can come see us on the show floor, and we'll have more examples of tilting the map and showing folks what we can do. That's it. Thank you.